Welcome back. As you know, I am Eli the Computer Guy here for your daily dose of the RARs. We're trying to make the RARs a little bit shorter. I got my little timer. We're now using the timer so I can get to the work that needs to be done. Do remember my pride and joy is Silicon Dojo, silicondojo.com. Free hands-on technology education. Anyways, I'm getting more and more work I have to do with that. So we're gonna have to start making these videos just a wee bit shorter. So I don't know. Is this an interesting article? I hate to say with some of these articles, this is an interesting article. It's an article. It's an article. Let's see here. What is this coming from? Tom's Hardware. Dell preps massive price hikes up to 30%, citing memory pricing out of our control. Company reminds commercial customers that placing an order today for future delivery will not guarantee current prices. So pricing for computers is getting absolutely insane because Sam Altman is a demented fucking pervert. Let's just be honest, right? 2025, what's going on with 2025? Sam Altman. I think we should just start blaming Sam Altman. You got a demented fucking pervert trying to spend $1.4 trillion for CapEx expenses for artificial intelligence. I think he is the problem with America. But anyways, so this is an interesting story, as I've been talking about before with the whole artificial intelligence thing, right? When you're building a server, you think about GPUs. Oh, everybody's eating GPUs. But, you know, a server isn't just a GPU. You need the GPU, you need the RAM, you need the drives, you need all kinds of other stuff to actually build a server. And as we talk about, again, with Sam Altman, right, his syphilitic brain talking about $1.4 trillion in CapEx expenses, that they're just trying to buy so many systems. You think about those Meta, right? Meta, Mark Zuckerberg, their latest data center supposedly is the size of Manhattan, right? And so think about a rack, right? A 52U rack. I mean, I don't know how many U's their racks are, so U's is a size for servers, but a 52U rack could literally support 52 servers in a space like that. So this would be 52 servers, and that would be 52 servers, and that would be 52 servers. It would go a couple feet back. But basically, in about that amount of space, you could have 150 servers. And then figure out how many of those you could fit in Manhattan. And that's literally how many servers they're trying to buy. And so basically think about all the pressure this puts on the hardware vendors. I mean, it's good pressure, right? Basically, AI is literally buying all the hardware. And they can because they essentially have unlimited checkbooks, right? All of these investors, all of these demented sons of bitches that don't give a fuck about our society, that are more than happy to mine the foundations of everything that's been built over the past couple of hundred years, right? They are taking all the money they can to drive into this artificial intelligence fraud. That artificial intelligence fraud then has more than enough money to buy all of the hardware. So basically what we're getting to now is that the companies that are actually providing real value, the companies that are actually doing real valuable things for this country and the world are going to be constrained from resources. They are not going to get access, not just to the hardware, but also things like investment money that they need because, you know, AI is hoovering everything else up. And it's just a crap show. And this is one of the things I hate about artificial intelligence. Look, LLMs are fine. LLMs are fine. Vision models are fine. Reasoning models are fine. RAG is fucking fine. I am not anti the technology. I'm anti fucking Sam Altman. Sam Altman is my fucking issue. Sam Altman is his entire ilk. That's the problem right now. It's not LLMs or token size or quantization or whatever else. Anyways, the painful RAM shortages being felt across the computing industry are soon coming to impact the corporate world. Dell is set to increase prices across all of its commercial laptop offerings on December 17th, according to an internal report obtained by Business Insider. The price changes are coming exclusively to Dell's commercial business, selling machines to companies and corporate clients, at least for now. Dell preps significant price hikes up to 30% for corporate for products, company warns that ordering today for future delivery does not lock in current pricing. So this is the other interesting thing, right? If you're a decision maker for a tech company, right, you just got to buy stuff. You just got to buy. Like there's stuff the CEO can argue about, and there's stuff the CEO can't argue about, right? If you need to buy 100 computers, if you need whatever, you're used to swiping a credit card. And if you've been in this field for any length of time, and you've been a decision maker for any length of time, you have a taste for the price. You have a taste for the price. Maybe this is up a little bit. Maybe this is down a little bit. But you should have an idea. We need to deploy 100 servers. That means we need to buy 2 racks. The rack's going to cost us about $1,000 a piece. We get a nice triplet rack. Maybe the rack will cost us about $3,000 a piece. So it's $6,000. Okay, the server's in there, depending on what they are. Each one of those servers should cost us, I don't know, $1,000, $2,000, $10,000, whatever it is. Right? You know what you're doing. The thing is, there basically should be a taste for how this is. Again, doing refresh cycles. You know, we got a 10,000 person company. Every year we refresh 2,000 of the laptops just to make sure, you know, we've always got a relatively modern thing going on. What happens when the price of hardware gets jacked up by 30%? Remember, right, from a decision maker standpoint, you've only got so much money, right? You have one pot of money. Maybe that money goes to buying servers. Maybe that money goes to buying toilet paper. That's always a fucking joke. People are like, oh yeah, like toilet paper and servers come out of the same budget. It's like, yeah, basically. I mean, it gets divided up and gets shifted around a lot. But yeah, basically, it's what toilet paper do you want? Again, like when you know your company is screwed, I will tell you, the way you can tell your company is screwed, at least back in the old days, the 2 things that happened. You went from Starbucks coffee. So you get these big boxes of coffee for the coffee pot, and you get Starbucks, which would cost however much for those packets. And at some point, when everything started to go to hell, you would start getting Lion coffee. There was like this gold Lion coffee. When you went from Starbucks coffee to Lion coffee, you put out your resume, because that meant the company cares enough about their expenses that they're dropping the quality of your coffee. The other thing to look at is when the toilet paper gets worse. I've been in companies, right? Oh my God, you know, you're out of this company, and every day you go to take a shit, it's like wiping your ass with baby skin. It's just smooth. It's like, oh God, I wish I could just come here at night and take a shit in the office instead of crapping at home, right? You just got that you got that like triple ply toilet paper going on, right? Because your company knows, your CTO knows you're not eating enough bananas. Your CTO knows you're not eating enough fiber. Man, you need to be nice in that asshole, right? You need to be, right? But then all of a sudden, you go from this nice baby-ass toilet paper to like single-ply newspaper. You're like, what the fuck? Yeah, you want to see some miserable geeks? When their coffee gets switched to Gold Lion coffee and the toilet paper gets switched to newspaper, it's a bad day. But that's the thing, right? You just got so much money. There is an amount of money that comes in, and there's an amount of money that goes out. You got to divvy it. Some goes to servers, some goes to toilet paper, some goes to the CEO's yacht. That's just how it goes. And so think about this. Again, especially with these larger corporations, 30% more. That's a lot of money on top of everything else going on, right? Because again, if you're thinking about like so let's say one good laptop computer, let's just say if it was $1,000, that's now $1,300, right? That's $300 per laptop. That means for 10 laptops, that's $3,000. That's for 100 laptops, that's $30,000. And for 1,000 laptops, that's $300,000. Again, if you're doing a refresh cycle, let's say you're doing 2,000 laptops, imagine $600,000 being drained out of the corporate accounts, and it doesn't give you anything better. Right? This isn't like, oh, you know, you do this refresh cycle, you spend and again, it's an extra $600,000, and for that extra $600,000, you don't even need toilet paper. You can wipe your ass with a computer. It's so nice. No, it's not that. Like you're spending an extra $600,000 just to get something so people can get on Salesforce and get email or whatever else, right? And think about how that's got to hit a lot of these companies. And again, and when that $600,000 goes away, that $600,000 can't be allocated for something else. That's $600,000 that can't be allocated for more servers. That's $600,000 that can't be allocated for your bonus or additional employees. All right, $600,000, right? That may be be anywhere between, 3 to 10 other technology professionals to be able to support the department. But that's just going away because costs are going through the roof. The price increases primarily target laptop and desktop models with higher amounts of RAM or SSD storage capacity, attributed to the critical RAM shortage being felt around the world due to AI hyperscalers. However, some professional monitors and GPU upgrades will also see price tags starting on the 17th. The affected Dell commercial portfolio will, on average, be 10 to 30% higher. Beginning this Wednesday, and this is what's interesting, because they talk about higher levels of RAM, and I don't know, I thought 32 gigs was kind of getting to be standard nowadays. But anyways, beginning this Wednesday, Dell Pro and Pro Max laptops and desktops with 32 gigs of RAM will become $130 to $230 more expensive. So simply having 32 gigs of RAM in your system will cost you an extra $130 to $230. Computers with 128 gigs, Dell's highest offerings, will see price rises from $520 to $765 per device. Right? So again, if you have a team, again, you're doing artificial intelligence, you're running models, that type of thing, there's actually a reason why you might need 128 gigs of RAM. Each one of those computers will be $765 more expensive. Notebooks ordered with a 1 terabyte of internal SSD storage will become $55 to $135 more expensive. Other price increases include monitors, a curious increase as monitors displays do not contain RAM or NAND flash memory. Regardless, the Dell Pro 55 Plus 4K monitor is set to rise from $1,349 to $1,499 once the price increases take effect. So basically, a 4K monitor is going up by $150. Why is a 4K monitor going up by $150? Well, if the RAM's going up and the solid-state drives are going up, I mean, it only makes sense that the monitors go up. This is going to be another thing to be thinking about. Again, when you're buying this technology equipment, when you look at prices, it's all about expectations, selling things. What do people expect the price to be? And so if prices are going up, if it seems like prices are going up for everything, then you're going to start having technology companies increase the prices for everything because people just simply expect it. Like, well, I don't want to spend an extra $150 for this monitor, but obviously prices are going up for everything. GPU prices in the commercial realm will also rise with the tide. Dell laptops with the NVIDIA RTX Pro 500 Blackwell GPU 6 gigs will increase by $66, while stepping up to the 24 gig Blackwell GPU will cost $530 more. Dell is reportedly advising its sellers to prioritize selling to the largest client accounts fast, warning clients that, quote, ordering today will not lock in the current prices. So if you go and you place your big ass order, again, it's the modern world, it's the Trump economy. You place the order and you have no idea what the hell you'll be required to pay once you actually receive it. Which again, what the hell do you do with that? Dell is also limiting the discounts it can offer clients, leaving even the largest corporate accounts without the traditional bulk discounts that may shield them from typical market volatility. So that's what's going on with the continuation of the AI fraud, right? That basically, Dell computers are going to be going up by 30%. You place an order for Dell computers, you have no idea what you're actually going to be charged once you get them delivered. And this is just going to keep going. I was talking about this. The last video I literally recorded was SK Hynix talking about they see RAM shortages going all the way into 2028 and possibly beyond. So this is not a 6-month blip. This is not even a 1-year blip. This is years. This is the kind of paradigm shift where you actually have to start thinking about what do the support workflows look like for your institution, and how do you need to start changing things? Do you actually need, again, and I'll be damned that this is coming out of my mouth, in 2025, does an A+ certification actually start having some value again? I mean, probably not. Let's be honest, probably not. But I mean, the idea, people knowing how to swap RAM and fix screens and all that kind of stuff. Thinking about when you buy laptops, when you buy computers at the corporate level, buying computers that are repairable, right? If the screen breaks, can you simply replace the screen? If the inverter breaks, can you simply replace the inverter? If somebody dumps something into the keyboard, can you simply swap out the keyboard? I think this is the kind of thing more and more tech decision makers are going to have to start thinking about because it looks like this is only going to get worse. So what do you think about this? What do you think about Dell prices going up by 30%? What do you think about this whole mess? Put your thoughts down below. Do remember to do these videos in order to support Silicon Dojo, a free to end user hands-on technology education that empowers you to do whatever the hell it is you want to do in Durham, North Carolina, coming back to Asheville, North Carolina pretty soon. We're having a class coming up on AI computer vision using something called a Moondream model on Wednesday. We have pushing AI to the edge using Raspberry Pi coming up in the beginning of January. We have another class on introduction to programming, basically focused on artificial intelligence, coming up also in January. If you're interested, take a look at our schedule at silicondojo.com. If you want to support free to end user education, there's a donor box link down below. And with that, that was a little long. That was a little long, but not as bad as I normally am. I don't know, sub 15 and a half minutes. We got to do better, but I'll also take it. See y'all later.